Only 59% of black males graduate public high school in this nation, and only 17% go on to earn bachelor's degrees is the reality of the situation. And even blacks with degrees statistically earn far less than their uneducated white counterparts throughout their career's duration. So it's no wonder why African Americans are far more likely to end up on probation and consistently have the highest percentages in prison, aka the new plantation. Yes, we've come a long way, but I believe there's still need for a lot more salvation. What happens to the other 41% of black males who didn't complete high school? What happens to the other 83% without a bachelor's to use as a tool? Are they to just be forgotten about as if the problem is merely minuscule? Our educational system has failed them, and no, it's not cool. It's time for an alternative system that goes beyond the surface. It's time to interrupt their cycles of poverty, crime, incarceration, and lack of purpose. It's time for our youth to be exposed to agriculture, vocational trades, entrepreneurship, and humanitarian service. The art of service has been used for centuries as a tool for character development and spiritual training. It instills humility, gratitude, and decreases complaining. It rids one of arrogance and hypocrisy and leaves nothing but purity remaining. It focuses one on benefiting others rather than seeking that which is merely entertaining. And the beauty of agriculture is that it reconnects us with nature in our natural state. It helps us to understand where the food comes from that ends up on our plate. It helps us to experience through our hands what God can create. And it allows us to feed our communities healthy foods from what we collectively cultivate. Over the past few decades from high schools, we've seen vocational education gradually disappear. You have to go to college is all that we've begun to hear. And perceptions of inferiority from not having a degree has become a real fear, while many tradesmen earn far more than the average college graduate per year. So why is it made to seem as if the only options are the college or the street, with the only exception being the possibility of becoming a professional athlete? Or maybe you can make it by learning how to rap some destructive lyrics to a beat. Presenting these as the only options is blatant deceit. There is absolutely nothing wrong with going to college, however, it is not the only way to economically compete. And if you don't have a degree, there is no need to feel as if you're somehow incomplete. And besides this, entrepreneurs are consistently the wealthiest people on earth, and they create situations for children to inherit enterprises at birth. Beyond money, entrepreneurship helps one to discover their true worth. It shows you that you can build and lead. You can create jobs for those in need. But the key is to not fall into the trap of arrogance or greed, because the objective is to save ourselves so that we can save our families and others, so that we can uplift our sisters and inspire our brothers, provide hope and support for all the single mothers. So this is not just about some economic or material pursuit. It's about radically changing the trajectory of the poor and destitute, providing a new career path for the dope boy and the prostitute, snatching up misguided youth from out of the streets and showing them that there's a different route. And this, my brothers and sisters, has sparked the coming of Save Institute.